Here's a 30-day leet code roadmap. This is because leet coding is the only thing which can land you in a job, very high paying job. Trust me, these jobs can pay you like 10K a month. So the way you go about doing it, if you're an SDET, is this, that you need to go to leetcode and start with all the easy problems. Of course, it'll be overwhelming at first and you might not have the solution to all the problems. So start with the easy, then go to medium and hard. That will, not make you feel as much overwhelmed. Also, we need to practice patterns. So there's a pattern of solving the problems, and this is a good way. You can start with the arrays and hashing, which is easy foundations, arrays and hash maps and those patterns. Start with these problems, maybe a problem a day, that's all. So that I'm not going to do too much also, but at least a problem every single day. That will make you, like in 7 days of a week, you would have solved 7 problems, and that would add on. And what you do consistently over a period of time, that you will become a habit. And then, okay, if I'm able to do the easy ones, maybe week 2 I'm going to try the harder ones. Starting with two-sum problem, then valid anagram, contains duplicate, best time to buy or sell a stock. This is a sliding window problem. So you'll also come across certain problems, and then that will make you feel more and more comfortable as you go through different patterns. You're not good or bad at programming, but if you see more and more patterns and like, okay, this is how I use hash maps, this is how I do frequency counting, having a counter helps in these kind of problems. Using sliding window, the more you see this is a problem and how to solve, this is a problem and how to solve, that sort of a mindset you should cultivate. And majority elements, like start with the brute force algorithms and then start thinking, okay, this is a solution, which is good, I have a solution at least. Now go for a better approach. What's a better approach than this, so that my type complexity is better, my space complexity is better, and the big O notation has to be handled. Because most companies, like for example Amazon, Google or Microsoft, they would want someone to do it very efficient way. So what's the best efficient way? That's what those patterns are, what we need to learn. And also intersection of two arrays, move zeros. Okay, these are the problems you can start doing your week 1. Take a screenshot if you want, and then you can practice that. Then maybe sliding window problems, that should become your strength area. Like all the sliding window problems, those patterns, pick a pattern and then, okay, this is a fixed window pattern, maximum, average, subarray, and contains duplicate, longest substring with repeating characters, minimum size subarray sum, and permutation in strings. Find all the anagrams in a string, then fruit into baskets, that is key distinct window. So most of the time I see for SDETs, it's the strings, the arrays are, and a little bit of array list is what comes up on the interview. So if you get better at that and able to solve any problem, if you solve a problem a day, it should land you like by week 14 problems. Week 2 you would have completed your 14 problems. Then you can go to 2-pointer, prefix sum, binary search, like valid palindrome. It's a 2-pointer approach, having 2 pointers and then keep moving it. That is the sliding victory. And 3-sum, sorting 2 pointers, and then square of sorted arrays, binary search, search insert positions, subarray, sum equals k, and product of array exceptions, except self, prefix suffix problems. And week 4 you can move towards more mastery, and there you get stacks, queues, graphs, basics, and even the hard sliding window problems, valid parentheses, minimum stack, implement queue using stacks, and number of islands, clone graph, sliding window maximum, minimum window substring. And for the last week, for the final preparation, if you are a SDET role, then what you can do is maybe linked hash map, DLLs, cache. This is a kind of a roadmap. So you can go all the core patterns, and then it's also important as you go to day 30, you have to revise what you learned before, and also daily, perfect each and every one video, record it, speak it aloud, and think yourself out. It's like a mock interview. Like, record yourself how I'm going to speak in the interview. You have to not be very silent. Okay, I'll just do my coding, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? So I'll just do coding. No, in the interview you have to speak your mind out. What are you thinking? What are the approaches? What do you understand the problem at all to start with, or you're just rushing into the problem solving? So all that matters. The interviewer gonna judge you based on all of that. It's like, you're an actor. You go there, you need to perform. So in interview is nothing but that. You have to give out your thought process. Okay, this is what I'm thinking, and I think brute force solution is a solution, but there's a better solution because of time complexity, space complexity. I'm going to go for hash maps. I'm going to go for the sliding window technique. You need to speak up. If you just silently keep to myself and just keep coding, that's not going to work out in an interview. And that too, if your output doesn't even come out properly, then what were you thinking? The interviewer has no clue, and it's going to not land you in a job. So practice giving interviews, like how are you going to think, how are you going to talk while you code. So solve as many leet code problems. If you see a problem on the interview that you have not solved before, think similar kind of thing have I done, what can I do, what sort of an approach or a solution I can go for. Those kind of thoughts should be there, and then you should stop overwhelming on an interview. So preparation is key, consistent preparation. Every day you need to do leet code. I hope this was helpful. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more such content. Thank you.